Hey everybody, Ben here. It's Saturday morning, mid-April, 2021. I'm about to go out yard sailing for the day. Good news, we did make one really nice pickup off Facebook earlier this week for the collection. Some high quality stuff. Definitely something I want to add to the collection. I know I was complaining in the last video. I'm like, I need stuff to add to the collection. Well, I found something. I'll show that off later in the video. Who knows what we'll find yard sailing today. It's clear outside, but it's cold. I have a few places targeted. I mean, this is all random. Sometimes I find stuff, sometimes I don't. And so we'll see about that. Um, Tomorrow, in theory, I'm supposed to be going up. I'm going to be taking a little drive to pick up something really special for the game room. I don't know if that's going to make this video or not. We'll see. I really don't know what's going to be in this video. That's kind of the fun of filming these intros. So stay tuned, and if you're liking this stuff, please like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps. As of this recording, I think 368 or something is a subscriber count. So please consider doing that if you're enjoying. So without further ado, let's see what we can find. Holy crap! I just got a ton of GameCube stuff. More to come in a second. This is the craziest haul in a long time. All right, so we're back in the game room. It is Saturday afternoon. The previous clips I showed you were from this morning. I decided this morning it was time for another yard sale trek. I did what I usually do, found a bunch of things online that I thought were good and then improvised from there. So I will say this week, incredible pickups. I think the last couple of videos I posted, I'm like, well, we found some good stuff. I was creative and, you got to be creative when things aren't going so well to find stuff. Not the case today. Today, we found lots of great stuff for the collection. So stick with me. This is going to be a doozy. Let me back up a couple days first. I did have one Facebook Marketplace pickup this week. I spent $150 on it. This has nothing to do with what happened today, but I was saving it for this video. 3 Dreamcast games. The same guy I've been dealing with on some of the PSP stuff and other Dreamcast games posted these. I paid up on it a little bit. As I said, $150 on these, but you'll see why. 2 of them I'm keeping, 1 of them I'm trading. So first up, we have Power Stone on Dreamcast. I did not have this. You can see the art is a little messed up on the side, but I'll still take it. Then the one that I really wanted, Marvel vs. Capcom 1 on Dreamcast. This is pretty pricey. This is probably well over $100 now. And then finally, I actually already had this, but I took it anyways. Part of the bundle is Macken X or Macken X. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. This is like a first-person sword fighting game. It's actually kind of neat. And the art looks like Shin Megami Tensei. All 3 were $150. He said if I did it all together, I would do that. I figure if I trade the Macken X, I can get some of that money back and get a couple really hard to find Dreamcast games for a good price. And the money came out of what I did when I recently sold all those commons. So I didn't really feel it, the financial impact of getting those expensive games. Again, this is why you gotta work with those doubles. So that was the first pickup. Now everything else I'm gonna show you guys was from today. As I said, random yard sales, just tried to see what I could find out in the wild. This is why I love yard sales. You never know what you're going to find. And, based on the feedback, people did want to see the things I find at yard sales other than video games. Fortunately, I found some really good stuff. So the first thing I'm going to show, and this is not a video game, is this. I'm not even sure if I'm going to fit in the frame. It's this Power Rangers Deluxe Shogun Megazord. I paid $5 for this. I'm not going to open it up. Maybe I'll show some pictures on the side that I took of it on the inside because it's a pain in the ass to open and close. But it is mostly complete. There's maybe a couple things missing from it. I paid $5 for it. To be perfectly honest, I know nothing about Power Rangers. I know nothing about toys. But it's such a big box and it was original. I knew it was old. After you do what I do for a while, you start to get an eye for these sorts of things. And you kind of know when something's a little valuable. I'm not keeping this. I'm not into this stuff. But I know a piece like this, I could definitely trade for some games or maybe even sell on Facebook Marketplace or something like that locally. But it was so cool, I couldn't pass it up. And it was just sitting there. It was just sitting on the thing. I said, how much do you want for this? They said $5. I'm like, sure, whatever. Maybe it's worth $20. Well, it's definitely worth more than that. I'm guessing it's probably worth like 100 to 150. Anyway, that's it for that first pickup, which was great on its own. But there were some others. So the next thing I'll show is after, a little later in the day, I was at one yard sale, and I do what I do at every yard sale. I asked, do you have any video games? The lady said no. But a guy who's at the yard sale who was looking for comic books said, hey, I was just on this street. I'm not going to say what it is. I was on the street about 5 minutes from here. There's a guy selling PS3 games. You should head over there. I'm like, yeah, thanks for the tip, man. So I put it in my GPS, and I got there. So the first place I went to, the guy did have PS3 games out. I said, how much you want? He's like, I don't even know, like, I don't know, $3 each, or I don't know. Well, what do you want? And so I grabbed 4 games at $5 for the 4 games. I'm like, great. So we got Ridge Racer 7, which I'm pretty sure I have already, but that'll go for trade. Tiger Woods 13, which I think is maybe a little bit harder to find, or I'm not sure. It says it includes the Masters, but again, for like $1, $1.50, worth it. This one I actually really wanted for the collections. Ratchet and Clank. I think these are the PS2 games remastered in HD. I really like Ratchet and Clank, so we're going to keep that. And then finally, Gran Turismo 5 XL Edition. I don't believe I have this, so I'll probably keep it. All 4 of those games for $5. So then, of course, next door, someone else set up a table, and honestly, they just had like random clothes and stuff out, so I'm not expecting anything. And I say it was a lady and her son. I say, hey, you guys have any video games? I had my Mario sweatshirt on, which you guys have seen on the channel, my hoodie. And I said, do you have any games? I collect them. And they go, well, we might have some games inside, and we're trying to get rid of them. We want an Oculus Quest, so let me bring them out. So they start bringing out games. And I'm going to tell a story first before I get into all the things here, because there's just so much. She starts bringing out games, and it's like a random assortment of stuff. Some empty cases of DS games, then some Wii stuff, an Xbox 360, and then I see GameCube games, some hard-to-find stuff. And they put out this big pile, and I'm like, well, I tell you what, I'll give you $150 for all these games, which at the time, the pile was probably around $400 or $500 worth of value, I'm guessing, which at a yard sale I think is a pretty reasonable offer, considering, you're not going online and things like that. And she's like, great. Oh, well, I have some more stuff I'll give you. Let me go inside and get that too. And she just keeps bringing out more and more things. And she's like, will you take this? Will you take this? Will you take this? We have a broken 3DS. I could just toss that in there. I could just toss that in there. And I'm like, okay. So I ended up saying, well, let me give you at least a little bit extra. I didn't have that much more money. And I ended up paying $160 for all of this. Then, after I'm wrapping up with her next door neighbor shows up and says, hey, what's going on? And she's like, yeah, this guy's buying all these video games for me. He collects them. And she goes, oh, well, I have a GameCube in the basement. Let me see if I can get that out. I'll sell that to you. And so then she sold me her GameCube and some stuff for $40. So we spent, all in all today, about $200 on all these things. Actually, a little less than $200 on these items. And I'm going to break it down all for you right now. It is a ton of stuff. This is the best pickup I've had in probably a year from a yard sale. I'm guessing I don't know that I haven't calculated the total value of all of this. I'm guessing it's over $2,000. So first, let me show some of I'm just going to show this in a random order. There's no way to get through this in a, like a crazy, really thoughtful way. So some of this isn't going to be all that shocking. So we've got a loose copy of Modern Warfare 2, whatever, right? Another loose copy of Madden 15. This was just in a box of something else. So again, nothing too special. One of the items was a loose PS1 console that was a little dinged up. I'm not going to show it in the video. It's nothing too special, but in that was a copy of Tomb Raider. So not bad there. At least we can use that for trade. The lady next door who brought out her GameCube had the GameCube system, which is right here. So a silver GameCube, and it does have the digital output on it. It looks pretty good. I don't know if it works. I assume it does. We'll test it. And then with that, she gave me these games, which were all loose. So we have Resident Evil 0. These are both discs, 1 and 2. It's sort of hard to... Resident Evil 0, disc 1 and 2. You'll take my word for it if you don't believe me. And then Resident Evil Remake, discs 1 and 2, which I'm pretty sure I have both of these already, so these will go up for trade. It looks like I have... Looks like I may not have Resident Evil Remake. Well, whatever. Either way, we'll figure out what to do. And then Ocarina of Time, I guess this is the pre-order disc from Wind Waker. So that was in the system. And then she sold me the system itself. And then in her bin, overall there were 3 Wavebirds. She sold me 1, and she had a receiver with it. So we got a Wavebird and a receiver from her. And then the original lady who I was dealing with had 2 Wavebirds in her possession. I don't know which one belonged to who or whatever, but there were 2 more Wavebirds. We got 3 Wavebirds and 1 receiver as part of it, which I'm always happy to have. So that was so that covers what the one lady had, the $40 deal. More stuff from the lady that I paid $150 from. So there was a 4X Mad Catz memory card, whatever. These are the DS and 3DS games that I got as part of the bundle that I could not match the cases for. So these are loose 3DS games and DS games. So we have Mario and Luigi Dream Team, which I'm pretty sure I have on 3DS. I'll have to check. Mario 64 on DS, which I know I have. New Super Mario Bros. 2 on 3DS, which I know I have. In fact, I have one on eBay right now. Mario 3D Land, great game, one of my favorites. I have it. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, I also have this. This is a good one, loose, which I do have, and this is up for trade, so I'm sure I'll have some people interested. This is Castlevania Portrait of Ruin on DS. This is a dope game, but I got it already. I have a complete box, so that will go for trade. Highly recommend that game. And then Mario Maker on 3DS, which I have. So a lot of good 3DS and DS. Pretty much trade bait there. Maybe 1 or 2 of those games I need. We'll see. In addition, I mentioned that they said their 3DS was broken. This is a gray new 3DS XL. They said they couldn't get a charge on it. The system itself feels to me like it's in pretty good shape overall. Like it doesn't, the screen isn't messed up. The stick feels good. The buttons feel good. I'm hoping that I can just clean this up, maybe futz with the battery, and get it working. We'll see. If so, this is quite expensive. I think these are pretty much hard to find now. So this might be worth $200 or $300. Even broken, I think it's probably worth $100. So amazing that this was a toss-in. Another toss-in was a pink DS Lite with a hinge that works. And yeah, so she tossed this in too, a DS Lite. Amazing. I think I have a pink DS Lite. If I don't have a pink one, I'll keep it. But if I do, I'll trade that one. Here are DS games that came in the bundle that I was able to put the games together with the cases. One of the ones I'm keeping is Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, but this is the weird Konami's Best version. So you can see it's got, I was showing my girlfriend, it's got like the case art inside the case. It doesn't make any sense, but I'm keeping it just because it's so unique. This is going to be added to the collection. We have Spyro Shadow Legacy, which looks like whatever. I don't have it. I'll keep it. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Mobilized. I don't know if this is good or not, but I might keep this just because it's so unique. This is one I'm definitely keeping because I don't have is DK Jungle Climber on DS. You'll have to excuse me, I don't know the value on all of them, but I imagine some of these are pretty expensive. Pokemon Alpha Sapphire was in there. I know that's a good one. I think I have this already. If not, if I don't, I'll keep it. If not, I'll go for trade. Nintendogs Dalmatian and Friends Limited Edition. I think that's a trade one. Transformers Prime the game. I imagine this is nothing special. Sonic Classics Collection. I don't know if this is a good game. I think this might be a bad port, but I don't think I have it, so I'll probably keep it. My Frogger Toy Trials. I don't know what this is. I'll probably keep this if it's decent at all. Mario Kart DS. I know I have this. This will go up for trade. And Professor Layton in the Diabolical Box. Also, I think I have this. If I don't, I'll keep it. I know I have most of the Layton games on DS. Also in the bundle, we're not even close to done yet. I've got, well, I'll come back to this in a second. As I said, there was an Xbox 360. She brought up the system at the end. This is just an original Xbox 360, nothing special. It doesn't even have HDMI. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, to be honest. So she even said Red Ring of Death, so I'm not confident. There were 2 controllers with it. These will move, nothing special. The blue controller is kind of cool looking, but the stick's a little chewed off, so I'll probably just get rid of it. There was a Kinect, another Kinect that I have, which I don't really need, so this will go up for trade if anybody's interested. There's, along with that, a bunch of random, mostly Xbox 360 games. Some of these you're not going to be too shocked by. Halo 3, table tennis, really cool game and not very expensive. Is this bouncing around inside? No. Tiger Woods 07, Kinect Adventures, who cares? Batman Arkham Asylum, nothing too special. Whoops. Gears of War, Cabela's, Madden 11. Again, you can see these are all just commons. I separated the ones that I'm just going to get rid of out of here. Final Fantasy 13. Some weird demo disc. Who cares? There's some common Wii games in there. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts. Wii Fit Plus. Wii Ski. Game Party. We got a Guitar Hero 3 on Xbox 360. These are good trade bait and good to maybe flip, but as you can see, nothing too special here. Assassin's Creed 2. Wii Play, another Wii Fit. And that's pretty much it for the sort of like toss-in kind of whatever games. Now the last stuff I'm going to show is probably the best stuff we got all day. Also part of the $150 bundle from that lady. And these are all GameCube and Wii games, most of which we're going to keep for the collection. And I think now that we get to this point of the video, I think you're going to understand why I was so willing to pay the money. So we've got, the art is fake, but a copy of Super Monkey Ball 2. This is loose, so I actually have this. This will go for trade. Midway Arcade Treasures on the GameCube. I don't believe I have this, so I'll probably keep it. Overlord Dark Legend on the Wii. I'm almost certain I don't have this, so I'll keep it. House of the Dead Overkill. I'm pretty sure I don't have this, so I'll keep it. I know I have House of the Dead 2 and 3. Skyward Sword, I definitely have it, and I will trade it. Weird enough, I don't know if this is, it looks like an NTSC version, but it says UAE Saudi Arabia, so I'm not really sure what's up with that. Simpsons Hit and Run, I think I have this, so this will go for trade. This is kind of expensive. I think this goes for like $70 now. Animal Crossing, I have this. It even has the Animal Crossing memory card in it. Great pickup. I think this is really peaked too. I better make a pile here, otherwise these are going to fall over. Here's some of the most expensive stuff in the pile. We have Mario Party 6, a very expensive game. I think it's over $100 now. Mario Superstar Baseball, like a $50 game. WarioWare Inc., we're keeping this, I think. I do not have this game already. I think this is also probably pretty expensive. Mario Party 5, another expensive game that I have already. This one I don't have, Monkey Ball Adventure. I think it's like a $25, $30 game. I just got this, but now this one's for trade. Pac-Man and Pac-Man Versus and Pac-Man World 2 on the GameCube. Mario Party 7, I've got it already, so this will go for trade. Mario Kart Double Dash, I think this is also gone up quite a bit. It has the bonus disc and a memory card with it. So another amazing pickup. And then here's the last pile of games that came in the bundle. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour, I've got it already. There was a copy of God of War on PS4, I've got it already, so this will be traded. Call of Duty Black Ops, there's a few more sort of filler ones here. Half-Life 2, great game on PS2. I actually have it on Xbox. I actually have this on Xbox. This will go for trade. Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition, I'm pretty sure I have this, so this will go for trade. GTA 5, as you know, I find this all the time, and I trade it all the time. Condemned 2, I'm almost certain I have this already. Civilization Revolution, I have this. This will go for trade. Tetris Worlds on the GameCube, I'm not sure if I have this. If I don't have it, I'll keep it. If not, it will go for trade. And finally, Mario Power Tennis, I have this. It will go for trade. That's the pile. I'm sitting here, I'm looking around me. You probably can't see it, but there's like stacks of things around me. We were all in today at the yard sale for about $200 for all this stuff. I haven't done a tally on this, on price charting or anything like this, but I feel like we probably did $1,500, $2,000 worth of value on all this stuff. It's crazy. We're going to keep a lot of this for the collection, but we're also going to have a ton of trade bait. I'm already going to find a new home, I think, for that Power Rangers thing. It's incredible. You know, the moral of the story is that this really is a numbers game. You have to put in the time and the effort, ask a lot of people, and once in a while you'll get lucky. Most of the time you won't. Most of the time you have weeks like I've had the last couple weeks where you bring home 4 Xbox games, or a couple, you get lucky, you find a Dreamcast game or something like that. It's usually just not that much. Today was very much the exception. Anyway, I hope that was interesting. Certainly I thought it was. If you're liking these videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Every little bit helps. We are trying to grow the channel. I have a feeling this video might be a little more interesting than some of the other ones, considering the crazy amount of stuff. I mentioned earlier in the video that I have another surprise pickup coming soon. Excuse me. Another surprise pickup coming soon. That's going to be in a future video. I had more than enough here to do a video on this. The next video is going to be really unique, assuming everything falls through the way it should. I've got a really cool find that I know everybody's going to like, and it's going to fit really well in the game room. Anyway, that's it. Be safe out there, wear a mask, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Share with a friend maybe if you think they'll be interested. Anyway, take care, be safe, and have a great day. Bye-bye.